All right, guys. During Amazon Prime Day, I just picked up this version of Dune and I just started listening to the audiobook because I like to listen to my sci-fi as audio. And I have already realized just a few hours in that Dune has inspired so many of the fantasy and sci-fi series that I love. And the two that kind of come to the top of my mind is the Sun Eater series and then pretty much anything written by Sanderson. So for the Sun Eater, like Hadrian has drawn so much from Paul from this initial reading. I can just tell that they are very similar in how they came about, and I can see that Hadrian really got a lot of inspiration. I guess Rockio got a lot of inspiration from Herbert and his characters to come together to create kind of who Hadrian is and his powers, nonetheless. And not only that, it seems the way that Paul is getting trained up is very reminiscent to Hadrian. So I can kind of see just a correlation even in his progression in terms of his characteristics outside of maybe the melodrama. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving that so far. And then when it comes to Sanderson, like I said, it's more of his writing style, right? It feels like Sanderson kind of got inspiration from Herbert, how Herbert is weaving these small little tidbits in midst of the chapters that kind of seem like they're going to lead to the final resolution, right? Like if you read Stormlight or Mistborn, you're kind of getting these little nuggets of information that kind of lead to the broaderness of the story that kind of comes together at the end. And while that may not be the case here in Dune in the long run, it just feels like that to me. And if that's the case, I'm here for it too. I'm not a big Sanderson fan, like I've said multiple times here on the account, but I do respect his writing style. I may not mesh with the tone and kind of the magic systems of Sanderson, but I do like his writing style, and it's very reminiscent of Dune. So I can see the inspiration that he got there, at least in my own eyes. Yeah, I'm super stoked to listen to this series. The audio production on Libby is fantastic. I know this is a book I'm going to want to eventually read to get more out of it, but with kids taking up most of my time, I try to leave my sci-fi and fantasies to my audiobooks because to me they're just experience better that way than interrupting my reads throughout the day. So yeah, I'm super stoked, like I said, about this series and continuing it. And as always, peace and God bless.